This is the official document which provides us all the new rules. So this is first page, it's page number 73, page number 74. This explains, and then page number 75 and 76. Okay, now where these pages are coming from. So for that we will go on gov.uk, restoring control over the immigration system, white papers. They have provided two documents. This is the 82-page document, and this was published on 12th May. And they have also provided technical annexure. Technical annexure is basically what will be the impact in future. So this is like, I'll show you the document. This is the document for technical annexure. This is basically explaining in the end that what will be the net migration after. So the total change inflows per annum. So migration will reduce 82,000 per annum to 113,000. So this is what they have explained. Now let's read this document. So this is basically whole document. So there are loads of pages. I've created another video on this in which I have tried to explain page by page. But in this video, what I'm doing, I'm just giving you the changes, the real changes. So during if you go through the document, they have provided why they are doing it, etc., details, graphs, etc. But at the end of this document, they have actually provided the summary, what changes they have done. So this is the work reform. Okay, so let's start with this one and we'll go one by one. So we'll do work reform first and then we'll go the study reforms. So number one, we will lift the level for skilled workers back to RQF 6 and above. Salary threshold will rise. We will increase the immigration skill charge for the first time since introduction in 2017 by 32%. We will close social care visas to new applications from abroad for a transition period until 2028. We will permit visa extensions and in-country switching for those already in the country with working rights. But this will be kept under review. We will establish the labor market evidence group to draw on the best data available in order to make informed decisions about the state of the labor market and the role that different policies should play, rather than always relying on migration. Further, this document says we will introduce new interventions for sponsors who are close to the failing their metric, including placing them on a bespoke action plan designed to implement their compliance and imposing limits on the number of new international students they can recruit while they are subject to those plans. So, for example, if the university is on a red banding, that university probably not allowed to recruit anyone. If it's on amber, they can recruit only 500 or 200. So there will be kind of a signal system. It will work according to that. Further, it says we will require all sponsors wishing to use recruitment agents for overseas students to sign up to the quality framework. So this is good news for the recruitment agents, because the recruitment agent will make money obviously from this, and this will be helpful for them, designed to maintain the highest standards of agent management and ensure that the institutions cannot simply outsource their responsibility to ensure that the individuals whose visas they are sponsoring are genuinely coming to the UK to study. So there will be kind of a middleman in every country as an agent, and they will be also responsible to make sure that the student is capable to come to UK. We will ensure that there are arrangements for future international students recruitment for sponsoring institutions to demonstrate that they are considering local impact when taking its decision on international recruitment. Further, this document says we will conduct a review of the short-term study accreditation bodies to ensure that their processes are robust and consider for further checks needs to be put in place to ensure the right level of scrutiny is being applied both before an organization is accredited and when that accreditation is renewed. So for short-term study visa, this is something new. So there will be a body, a company or institution who will have the responsibility to make sure that the short-term study visa they're coming through, and they have the responsibility to make sure they're doing it right. So let's wait and see what they will come up. Just now, short-term study visa is very simple. You go in college, you apply for CAS, you get the CAS letter, you apply for it, you pay the fees, and you apply for the visa. Further, it says we will reduce the ability for graduates to remain in the UK after their study studies to a period of 18 months. So 18 months, 24 months before, now this is dropped to from 2 years to 18 months. It's not massive difference. I have seen some YouTube videos, they're creating a hike that don't come to UK, graduates are stopped. No, it's not the case. If you are coming genuinely for studies, you do your degree, you do your master's, you will get the skilled worker visa job. Get some certification. On my channel, I have created loads of videos in which I have explained how to get the certification. So this video, I have explained how to get the certification done. It's a complete guidance. Also on my channel, I have created how to apply graduate visa. So watch this video and you can apply yourself. You don't need to go anywhere. It's very simple application. Gov.uk is the only guidance you need, and you can apply yourself. Further, it says we will explore introducing a levy on higher education provider income from international students to be reinvested into skills. So whatever income the university will get, extra income, they need to reinvest into these skills. So let's see what they will do with the institutions. But this was the page 74. Further, next one is about foreign criminals. So if the rule must be respected and enforced from our crackdown on illegal working to the deportation of foreign criminals. Now, I have seen some YouTube videos. UK is deporting people. So yes, UK will deport you if you do criminal activity. If you are not a criminal, if your intentions are genuine, you won't have any issue. So this document says we will tighten up the rules we apply both at the border and within our immigration system to make it easier to refuse entry or asylum to those individuals who break the rules or break our laws. We are introducing measures so that where there people do break the rules or break our laws, there are stronger powers and proper enforcement in place to track them down, arrest them, and remove them from our country. We will simplify the rules and processes for removing foreign nationals offenders and take further targeted actions on any recent arrivals who commit crimes in the UK before their offending can escalate. So again, if you do a crime, then they will ask you to leave. If you don't do a crime, it's fine. It doesn't mean that they will pick up everyone or it will be very strict. It's not the case. If your visa says that you are allowed to work 20 hours, then just work 20 hours. Don't try to bend the rules or don't try to breach the law or anything, and you'll be fine. We will strengthen border security by rolling out digital identity for all overseas citizens through the implementation of e-visa and new systems for checking visa compliance, replacing the former biometric residence permit cards. We will introduce tighter controls, restrictions, and scrutiny for those who attempt to abuse and misuse the immigration system and who arrive with a pre-existing intention to claim asylum on or after arrival, when there has been no material change in their home country to warrant such a claim. Further, it says we will continue to take steps to tackle illegal working, continuing a surge resource into the key sector where illegal working is taking place, including in the gig economy. So, what is gig economy? Basically, Just Eat, Deliveroo, all these kind of jobs, and using e-visa and modern biometric technology to support our immigration enforcement rates, facilitated by 1,000 staff redeployed into reinforcement and return since the election. Okay, so extra staff will be working, and this will be so they will try to make sure that no one works illegal in the UK. So you will find them outside the shops, outside the restaurants to track you and to catch you. We will build on existing banking measures to ensure these reflect advance in technology and work across government to take actions against those who have not respected the rules by failing to pay tax owed. So for example, you working for the Just Eat, you have made so much X amount of money, and so they have already implemented most of the rules. So let's see what's coming next. Later this year, we will set out more detailed reforms and stronger measures to ensure our laws are upheld, including streamlining and speeding up the removal processes. It is right that we take action against foreign national offenders in the UK before they get the opportunity to put down roots in the UK. And we do what is necessary to protect local communities and prevent crimes, which makes sense. Obviously, they wanted to make sure that everyone get the justice, and which is a good part. You should not deny that, because that's what the system is. If anyone breached the rule, if anyone do the criminal activity, he must be held. Next one is the system must support integration and community. So basically it's about English, what they have changed. So these are the rules about English. So let me read them one by one. We will increase language requirements for the skilled workers and workers where language requirement already applies from B1 to B2. Watch this video. I've showed the CELT requirements. So I've explained the B1, B2 all in this video, in accordance with the Common European Framework for Reference and Languages. We will introduce a new English language requirement for all adult dependents of workers and students at level A1 to align to spousal and partner routes, and we will work towards increasing this requirement over time. So basically, when you are coming on a spouse visa, you need to have the English language requirement. But now currently, if you are coming as a skilled worker dependent, you don't need to give English. So with this, you have to do. So if you are coming as a skilled worker dependent visa, you need to provide the English language certificate. We will introduce requirements to demonstrate progression to level A2 for any visa extension and B2 for settlement. So this is new, and I'll say make sure you understand this. So if you are going for skilled worker visa extension, so there are loads of dependents in the UK, and they have, like, after 3 years they have to apply for another 2 years. You need to do A2 and B2 independent users for settlement. So if you are going for the settlement, you need to pass B2. We will increase our existing requirements for settlement across the majority of immigration routes from B1 to B2. We will reform our settlement and citizenship rules by expanding the point-based system and increasing the standard qualifying period for settlement to 10 years. This is new, and this is very important for everyone if you are coming to UK on a new skilled worker visa. When I say new, so obviously until now the rules are not changed. Gov.uk clearly says the rules are the same for 5 years at the moment. Let me show you. So for that, I'll go on gov.uk, and in the search section, I'll write skilled worker visa. So if I click skilled worker visa and I go down and try to see the eligibility and all the details, it's still the same. So you need to understand when we say that the rules are changed. So there will be the implementation date. So for example, if you see this, if you got the first CUS, so before 4th April. So if you're applying 4th April, you will come to this. And if I click extend your visa, so you have over here. So let's see for the settlement, because they must have provided the settlement details as well. So I'll go back, and on the skilled worker visa page, if I go down after eligibility, how long you can stay, clearly says your visa can last up to 5 years. Further, it says after 5 years, you may be able to apply for settlement permanently in the UK. This gives you right to live, work and study. So currently it's 5 years. Anyone saying that the rule is now changed if you're applying today, no, it's not the case. Still, if you apply today, whatever rules are mentioned over here on this page, and when you click apply now, those rules will be applicable to you. It's not the case that they have changed the rule and you will have to follow the new rules even if it's on the news. So that's not the way its system works. Further, it says individual will have the opportunity to reduce the qualifying period to settlement and citizenship based on the contribution to the UK economy and society. So this doesn't mean that everyone will have to go for 5 years. You can reduce the amount. So for example, if anyone coming as a GP or a doctor, I'm sure they will have some different, like they can get, so they haven't even decided yet. So like I said, this is just the guideline for future. Let's wait until this rule is actually changed. We will see that on gov.uk. We will continue to offer a shorter pathway to settlement for non-UK dependents of British citizen to 5 years. What this means, if you are on a spouse visa, you will get ILR after 5 years. Watch this video. I've showed how to apply spouse visa. I've provided complete guidance, and this is the updated guidance. And we will retain existing safeguards to protect the vulnerable, including settlement rights for victim and domestic violence and abuse. We will create a new bereavement parent route, allowing those in the UK on the route of a parent of a British or child, but who have tragically lost their child to settle immediately. We will also conduct a refresh of life in UK test and how it operates, and consider measures to reduce the financial barriers to young adults who have lived here through their childhood from accessing British nationality. We will ensure children who have been in the UK for some time turn 18 and discover they do not have status are fully supported and able to regularize their status and settle. This will also include a clear pathway for those children in care and care levels. So this is the guidance, and I'll put this link in the description. Hope this video will help you. Only listen what gov.uk says. Don't listen to me, don't listen to anyone. Only listen what the document actually says. So this is the document, and we have to follow this document rather than we follow other stuff which are online and etc. Okay, so hope this video will help you, and if you have any question, feel free to contact me at dr_khan consultant.com.